Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We finally made it to Friday, and it is a glorious day. We are having a great time. We're starting off with double skill triggers from Gardevoir this morning, who is not on the team currently because of said double triggers. Hopefully, we got one. I was hoping for two skill triggers there on Dedenne to get that extra tasty. I was not able to put Dedenne on the team at all yesterday because both Ninetales and Gardevoir failed me miserably. I got the one skill trigger from Ninetales first thing in the morning yesterday, and absolutely zero skill triggers from Gardevoir the entire day. I don't even know how that's possible, but zero. So yeah, we had to keep the entire team on overnight, which means we got more XP on Venusaur, who we're not trying to get XP on. And yeah, you know, things are just going the way they're going, but we're still having fun. We're still above 2 million. We still have a really good drowsy score, strength, whatever. We got our extra tasty on that 20% odds. I'll take that. That's super great. 169,308. Yeah, things are going well despite all the setbacks. So I guess I can't really complain too much, you know? I just gotta accept it for what it is. Just keep on keeping on. But for now, we're going to keep on keeping on. I think that's going to put us at, yeah, it's definitely Master 2. Oh, no, it's just shy. Just shy of Master 2. We will definitely hit Master 3 by the end of the week. That's only 2.5 million. So we'll definitely get there. The question is, how far can we go? Can we make it to Master 5? You know what? Let's stretch it. Let's see if we can get to Master 6. That's going to be our goal. We're going to see if we can make it to Master 6. I don't know. Well, no, Master 7 could be possible. Yeah, let's set Master 6 as our goal. Master 7 will be the stretch goal. If we make it to 6, then we'll try to push to 7. But I think Master 6 is going to be pretty tough. I do have Big Boy Blastoise on the team instead of Clodsire. Today is the day we run out of milk that we had prepped, so we need to get some more milk up and running. Plus, with the ingredient buff that we got from Expert Mode, we should be getting some more cocoa from Big Boy Blastoise, so hopefully while we're getting that milk, we can also continue to get the cocoa we need. Skill triggers do kind of help, especially when they bring us even more cocoa. So can't complain about that. Plus it gets the boost all the way up to the maximum level for being a favored berry, the water berry this time around. So that's good. Plus more tails. We could use those on Sunday perhaps. Plenty more honey as well. We do get the 15 extra honey tomorrow, so we might be able to work around that with some team changes a little bit later. So we'll see what's up with that. Only 2 more cocoa. Yikes. Okay, well, you know, it is what it is. And still, didn't get a skill trigger from Ninetales in the morning. Didn't get one just now. So, yeah, it turns out the other day when I was like, oh yeah, we could rely on Ninetales to help out with the energy. Turns out I was sorely mistaken. We have had 2 skill triggers the entire time. Yes, 2 the entire time Ninetales has been on the team. Even with the 25% extra skill trigger odds for fire, water, and electric berries. So there's that. I mean, it just is what it is. Like I said a minute ago, we just got to roll with the setbacks and keep on keeping on. So let's keep on with this 200 sleep points. Going to put us at a grand total of 6,743. And then for our daily lottery, maybe something nice. Give me some good stuff. If I click the button, yeah, nice. Another Poke Biscuit. I'll take that. I'll take it. All right. Well, all of that out of the way, let's jump into this sleep report. We, of course, used the Entei incense, so we know we're going to get that one. We're going to see if we get the 1 or the 2-star. I would love the 2-star for those shards. I don't think we have enough drowsy power for the 3-star. We're only going to be around 200 million, so I don't think we've quite got enough. We do have snoozing, though, so maybe we see 2 Enteis. Maybe we get a naturally spawning one. Snoozy type. All right, pseudo balance. Maybe we get a naturally spawning one and the instance one. That would be really interesting. But honestly, if we see 2 legendaries at all, I'll be super surprised. 203.8 million. Oh, that 3-star right there? Totally a legendary. That's what it's going to be. All right. Let's see what we got. I see Quaxley and I see Upside Down Magnemite, which I think is the 3-star. So maybe not a legendary. Maybe not. There is one there, which is the 1-star. Ooh, maybe it was the Vulpix, not the Magnemite. Okay, let's see what we got. So we've got Vulpix, cute, Quaxley, Wartortle, Entei, big guy. Unfortunately not shiny Entei. 2 Magnemites. Oh, that Magnemite is a 3-star, so one of them was a good camp ticket. Cool. All right, cool. Mareep, Mudkip, nice. Pikachu, and Vaporeon. Ooh, okay. Ooh, look at those shards. A beautiful amount of shards. Love to see that. Love it. All right, all right, all right. Very nice indeed. Vulpix is hungry. Oh, Entei's not hungry. Okay. Well, we know what that means. A not hungry Entei means a Master Biscuit. So we're going to throw that. We're going to catch this. Yes, I'm sure I want to use a Master Biscuit on Entei. We need a better one. Odds are that we get a better one. I believe we had 60 to 80% odds, depending on which level we were looking at, of catching a better one. So decent chances, but I'm not holding my breath just yet. Vulpix is hungry, but we've got 2 berry findings, so I don't know that we need another one. Because even on an Entei overstacking team, we can't have more. Unless Generation 10 introduces a third or another evolution for Vulpix that regular Vulpix can go into. But I don't think that's going to happen. We could take that Vaporeon home if we wanted, but I feel like that's more of a, if it shows up hungry, we feed it. We do need Mudkip. We did finally get a pretty decent Magnezone candidate, so I think right now Mudkip is actually the higher priority for my collection at the moment. Big hit would be nice. No luck. No such luck. Well, unfortunate. But we did get a biscuit, so we can take it home. No worries. No worries there. Boop. Taking home a Mudkip too. I wish that we could use Marshtomp on Suicune team. That would make my day, but no, we can't. I think I will feed this Vulpix just 1 biscuit just to see if we get the crit cap. Because, you know, there is always a chance we could get a better one. Especially for the Vulpix that we haven't evolved, that we aren't going to evolve, because otherwise it would defeat the purpose for the overstacking team. But, yeah, there's always a chance we could get a better one. Unfortunately, no crit cap, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll get it next time it's hungry. Maybe we'll get a better one. I think the one that we have as a Ninetales right now is like PR85, which pretty solid. And the other one is probably, I think it's around the same. I forget exactly where, but like I said, there's always a chance it could be better. We, of course, are going to send out that Entei candy. Hopefully it doubles up for you. Let me know if it does. We've got 110 Pokemon materials. Very nice. How much did we get for Entei? 30? 32. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we got quite a bit of materials. So if you're looking at the incense in the shop, especially the cheap one, I believe that means that if you get, on average, 30 for all the beasts, we'll just say, because I know it fluctuates a little bit, I believe. I say I know, I believe. I believe it fluctuates a little bit, but they should all be around the same for the 1-star. If you only get the 1-star, that means the incense really only costs you 50, is a way to look at it. So there's that. Plus, even if you don't catch them, you get plenty of shards and research XP out of it too. So maybe consider that if you haven't. But 110, very nice. Send out that Entei candy. And we've got 18,554 research XP with 45,394 dream shards, which is gonna be about 64,000, somewhere around there, about 64,000 dream shards in total. I think we're making our 1.5 mil dream shard goal this week. I caught so many Entei. We're already at level 6. I thought I only caught a couple, but no, I caught several before. Let's see, that means I caught 5 before, right? Or is this number 5? The friendship level, the way it levels up always confuses me. It's either, I've caught 5 or 6 total now. I think this is 5, I think. I don't know why my brain has a hard time with this one. But relaxed, I don't think is super great. Yeah, this could be bad, but we'll see. Level 28 is nice. That saves us some XP. We've got oil, tomato, tomato. I actually would have preferred AAB for the salads. Oil and tomato. Actually, hold on. We're not really using oil all that much for salads, are we? See, let's go to salads, oil. Yeah, no, we do. We do. I don't know why I was thinking we didn't. Yeah, I would have preferred either AAB or ABA. I forget which is the better combination in terms of the ratio of ingredients to the recipes that we have available right now. But one of those two would have been the better choice. But AA or ABB is not terrible. It's not terrible. At least we can reliably get a decent amount of tomatoes from him. So we can work on that. And with salads, super good. Not too bad. 500. Wow. Stumbled over my own self. Wow. 540 candies. Not bad. Oh, no, buddy. Ingredient finder M and S? No. I mean, skill trigger S and M. Dream shard bonus at 100. XP gains down is super terrible. Yep, this is not the one. This is not the one. This is worse. Yikes. Well, good thing we can buy another Master Biscuit, I guess. Wow. Odds were overwhelming. Well, not overwhelming, but odds were in my favor to get a better one. And this is worse. The only thing that makes this better is that I don't need to invest any sub-skill seeds into it. But that's also a bad thing because then this is its maximum potential. It can't get better. The only thing we could maybe do to make this better is to put a neutralizing mint on it, because fighting that XP gains the entire time is awful, and energy recovery is nice, but not worth fighting the XP gains. But it's also not going to really affect the number of skill triggers per day. The Entei hunt continues. That's all I can say. The Entei hunt continues. Look at this, 85% chance of catching a better one. That's what we had before. That's what we have now. 80% chance of catching a better one than the one we have that's the best one we've caught, which is the first one we've caught. Okay. I'm cool. I'm chill. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. Whatever. We're moving on. We're gonna go look at this this mudkip. That's gonna go live with the professor, and we're gonna get 25 candies out of it. So, you know, we got 25 more candies for our future Entei that's better. Mudkip, though, level 15 and quiet. No berry finding at level 10, but that's okay. We can work with that. Corn, and mushrooms. Berry specialist, so I don't really care too much, but that's actually probably, yeah, that's probably the best ingredient spread in terms of maximizing inventory space for berries. Because if we do roll ingredients on a production, it's the lowest amount of ingredients possible each time we do roll ingredients. So that's good. That's good. Sub-skill wise, what do we have? We're looking for a mix of berry finding, speed, and some skill triggers. Inventory is nice, but we'd want that a little bit later. But let's see. Research XP bonus. I mean, that's all right. That's all right. That gets us more dream shards when we're at rank cap, but also gets us more research XP to get us to rank cap faster when those increases come along. Inventory up is nice, but like I said, we want that a little bit later. Skill trigger S. I mean, it's trying. I was going to say, if this is berry finding at 100, it's going to be really funny that it's everything we want, just backwards. But no, we didn't get the berry finding. Oh no, ingredient finding up is terrible. We do not want that at all. Not at all. Okay. We're going to look at this one on berry strength. I know we looked at total the other day, but I want to see the berry strength on this one. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's not the worst I've seen, as you all are aware of that PR2 that I caught the other day. Not the first time. Not the first time I've seen that, but yeah, it's rough. It's not good. Only gets brought up by the helping speed towards the end. So now that we know that's going to be around 33, what is it with total? I mean, it's better. It's better, but it's not good enough. Not good enough. Okay. Well, 43% chance of catching a better one, 60% chance of catching a better one. Doesn't really start getting good until 60. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least we didn't spend a Master Biscuit on it is all I can say. All right, sweet. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's get out of our sorrows and yeah, that's fun. 606 sneaky snacking. Very good. All right, let's check that news. We do have some new news to talk about. Is it another bug fix? No, it is New Moon Day number 5 on the way. We're gonna be right after the event ends, which is unfortunate. It would have been nice if it lined up. Actually, it might. It might line up well enough just for the final sleep report, which is actually gonna be kind of nice. Possibilities shine on the night of the new moon. The event is held once a month for a total of 3 days, and it is going to be September 21st, which is next Sunday at 4 a.m. So we've got that one sleep report, that final sleep report of the event is going to be a New Moon Day sleep report. So those Pokemon will be harder to get full, which is going to be really nice because we get that 1.5 times multiplier on our strength, I believe it is, for the final sleep report on Sunday. So we get that 1.5 times multiplier plus the New Moon Day harder to get full, plus the shiny boost from the New Moon Day, plus the shiny boost from expert mode, which it's going to take whichever one is the higher. I don't know which shiny boost is higher, but it usually doesn't add those. It's just whichever's higher, I believe. So that'll be fun. Then we've got, of course, Darkrai has a chance to show up, which will also be nice. If we can get Darkrai to show up on expert mode, the Dream Shard potential there. It's going to be really nice. Pokemon won't get full as easily during the first snack time of the day, and shiny rates are boosted, which, of course, we have the special appearance rate of Darkrai, which actually, I'm trying to think, when did we see Darkrai last? We might be due for a Darkrai, because I think every New Moon Day you go without seeing Darkrai, your chances of seeing it the next day go up steadily until you do see it, and then it resets, I believe is how that works. So don't think we saw it the last couple of New Moon Days. I'm pretty sure we saw one at some point last New Moon Day. I just don't remember when. So we might be pretty much due for one. We'll just have to wait and see, though. That'll be really interesting if we do get it on that 1.5 times multiplier. If we can get that 3-star Darkrai to show up again during expert mode, oh man, gonna be super nice. But we've got that to look forward to. September 21st. I didn't even look at the rest of the days. I was only worried about that one. September 21st until September 24th at 4 a.m. So we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that'll be good. That'll be good. I'll be looking forward to that. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's grab our community reports. So I have been a little bit remiss. I'll say that here in a second when we get to that point. 34 reports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 that doubled up out of 34. That's a little more than 25%, so that's good. That's good stuff. And we've got 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Only 3 so far. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They were just all grouped together. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 15 legendaries out of 36. 36? No, 34. So a little under half of these new reports saw legendaries. So that's pretty good. That's good odds. I don't know. Again, I don't know how many of them are incense versus natural, but that seems like pretty good odds. I would assume. Actually, no. I was going to say, I feel like we could reasonably assume like half of them are natural, but no, that's not a reasonable assumption. The incense are readily available. It's more likely they're mostly incense, so yeah. But either way, it's a lot of legendary candy going out, which is another reason to get those incense if you got the extra Pokemon materials. How about your friends? Give them some legendary candy, not incense. Give them the candies. If you could give them the incense, that'd be fantastic, but nope, can't do that. Anyway, I was a little remiss the last couple of days when I was talking about how the Pokemon material amount felt low compared to past events. I forgot until somebody reminded me in the live stream yesterday that during the last legendary events, I was collecting only once per day. So I was getting all like 45 to 50 community reports all at once. And the amount of materials I was getting was based on that all at once. So when I was looking at those and getting 25 to 30 materials or 20 to 30 materials in a day, it was for all community reports all at once. I've been collecting 2 or 3 times a day now. And so I was neglecting to add all those together. I did add them together yesterday, and I only got 18 total materials, if my math was correct. So still feels low compared to that 20 to 30, but not as low as I was thinking with just getting 11, you know? We got 17 here, which is a good start to the day. So we'll have to see what it ends up turning into by the end of the day once I collect community reports throughout the day and before I go to bed. But so far, 17's not bad. It's a good start to the day. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that doubled up. Yeah, 8 that doubled up and only 1 that was a singular Pokemon material. But, I mean, that's the way it goes. Our friends list isn't all maxed out at level 5 anymore. So we're bound to get some 1s in there. Nothing wrong with that. But 17 is a great start to the day, especially with only 34 community reports. That's, I feel like that's pretty good odds compared to what I've seen in the last couple of days. So can't really complain about that. We're getting good material returns, which, you know, there's a lot more materials to get throughout the rest of this week and next week. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes for now. Let's see what we can get up to with these Pokemon. There's some more milk. Okay. I think that was a lucky +2 ingredients. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So what happened is he rolled the production for the milk, but it was for the level 10 milk that only gives you 2. But the lucky buff from the ingredient, the lucky part of the ingredient buff from expert mode kicked in. So the helper Pokemon with the ingredient specialty will sometimes have 2 extra. We got the sometimes, so that's why we got 4. But anyway, random tangent, doesn't matter. Still no skill trigger there, but you know, 600 more strength. Skill trigger? No, but more Cocoa. That's the other thing with Dedenne on the team. We get more Cocoa. Plus, we get extra Cocoa since it's one of those event berries that are right here. The grass, not grass. Wow, electric. Venusaur's the grass type. The electric berries, we do get 1 extra Cocoa every time, and sometimes 2 extra. So it does help out as well with having Dedenne on the team. Luckily, the entire team except for Big Boy is at over 100% energy right now. But it's fine if Big Boy is below. I'm not really worried about that. Odds are that if, big if, we get the skill trigger from Ninetales, it does try to favor the Pokemon with the lowest energy, so hopefully it will go to Blastoise. That's what I'm hoping for. But we'll just have to wait and see. For now, we are in a somewhat decent place. The only thing we're really kind of short on is Cocoa. Honey will have the 15 tomorrow morning, which will put us at 3 meals worth, but I want to get more. We are almost to the point where we are getting close to having all we need for the rest of the week. Particularly with Honey, we have 8 more meals. So 8 times 22 would be 176. So it sounds like we're really far off, but I'm talking about by the end of the day. And with that 15 extra we get tomorrow, we're going to be very close to having everything we need for the end of the week, or the rest of the week. Cannot speak today. But coffee without getting Vikavolt to 60 is going to be an issue. Cocoa, even with Clodsire and Big Boy, it's going to be a little bit of an issue. I'm hoping that by about 3 or 4 p.m. I will have what I need to make lunch with about 30% extra tasty odds. I'm hoping we get a double trigger from Dedenne soon, since it does have the 25% extra chance of skill triggers. Plus working faster. No, It's not working faster. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? No, it's not. It just doesn't have the penalty. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can do that pretty soon. I would really, 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 really like to pull a hat trick today if I can, which I think involves a lot of luck. It's going to involve getting at least 30% extra tasty odds by like 4 p.m. and then trying to stack up as much extra tasty as I can through the rest of the day and try to get around 50 or 60% extra tasty for dinner, and try to more or less force the extra tasty for dinner. If I could pull that off, I think we'd be in a really good boat, but it's going to be an uphill battle. It's going to be an uphill battle. That's not enough. How much do we need for Master 2? Not much. About 1,000. Not much. So basically, 1 berry production from Ninetales and 1 berry production from Blastoise might be all we need. But as it stands right now, I'm not going to make any any changes to the team. Oh, that's right, Big Boy 61. I forgot. It's so nice. It's so nice. Not going to make any changes to the team. I want to see how far we can get. Like, that's what I want to do. We have 7 candies, so we can get it to 55 right now. But let's go check the XP table and let's see if we can do anything with Vikavolt. Because if we can get it to 60, that would be fantastic. But I don't know how possible that is. Hold on. Let me reset this. We need 596 total candies. Okay. All right. Let's see how close we can get. We've got 34 handy candies, small handy candies. We've got 4 medium handy candies, and we've got 3 medium bug types, which, yeah, even if we used all 3 of the large handy candies, we still don't get to 60. But hold on. It is XP gains up. We can get to 60. We would have to use... Yeah, we'd have to use all 3. We'd have to use all 3 of the large handy candies, which I was saving for Suicune to get to 50. I know that Vikavolt is most likely the higher priority, given that we use coffee far more often. And it's probably just a little mind goblin in my head that makes me not want to use the rare large handy candies on just an everyday Pokemon that's not a legendary. Told you I can't talk today. I'm pretty sure it's a mind goblin, but it's one that I am losing the battle against at this point. If we didn't use the large handy candies, it would take us 2 months of having it on the team with full sleep days to get to 60 from wherever it's going to get to. How far does it go? Yeah, 58. Or 57, I mean. Yeah, jeez. Oh, hold on. I forgot to set this. That's gonna make a big difference. That's a lot of XP. I forgot to set that. So, never mind. Don't forget everything I just said. Forget most of what I just said. It does get us to 58. We would have to use all but 1 large handy candy. We would need 64 more. So if we want to be optimal about the candy usage, I think that's it. I think that's the optimal candy usage to get us right to exactly what we need. Yes. I believe so. I believe that's what we need to do. Let me go take a look at something real quick. Suicune is so far away. So far away. But we are getting there. Slowly. How many water type candies do we have? I think we have a decent amount. Yeah, getting those 5 from the mission reward this week was really nice. But those are only 4 candies each. That only gets us 20 extras. But it is nice. It is nice. Maybe next time Cramomatic runs around, we can try to really push for the water type candies. How much is this going to cost me? 210,000 dream shards. Ooh, it's expensive. It is expensive. We're at 1,400,000 right now. Yeah, man, I'm struggling with this decision. And I feel like it should be an easy decision, but I'm struggling with it for some reason. For some reason, I'm struggling with it. And I don't know why. There's no reason to struggle with this. This is a really good Pokemon. It's only getting better at 75. Once we finally get there in 3.5 years. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah, it's the smart play. Let's just do it. Let's see if I've got my math right. So we need 29. Actually, yes. Yeah. We need 29 small handy candies. And then we need 3. You know what? Let's go ahead and use the bug types. We know we're going to use all of those. Let's go ahead and use all 3 of these bug type mediums. Boop. 75 more candies. And then let's use... See, we're down to the mediums. We have to use 3 of them, so we get to keep 1. So there we go. Keep 1. All right. And was that too large? Let's see how far this gets us. See if it's looking correct. It's looking pretty close. See if I've done my math right. Use the XP table right. 2 large handy candies. And that kind of, for whatever reason, that helps that Mind Goblin feel better that I didn't use them all on not Suicune. You know? I don't know why that makes it better in my head, but it does make the Mind Goblin happier. Ooh. Yeah, 1 candy more than what we needed. And you know what? At that point, just use the 1 candy, right? Might as well. Do it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we definitely used 281 candies. Definitely did that. Level 60 Vikavolt for our coffee. Hopefully, that will make all the difference. I should have just done this sooner, but like I said, that Mind Goblin was winning that battle. And I fought against it, and I finally prevailed. But it put up a fight. It put up a good fight. But yeah, we're in a good boat now. I hope. I'm gonna be real mad if I get no coffee the rest of the day, because that's the way it goes when you make an investment in a Pokemon. It doesn't do the thing you need it to do for the rest of the day. But we jumped like, what is that, 12 or 1300 RP from getting it from 54 to 60. So feels good, man. Feels good. Plus another one off the books for our Prime XP team. That's something else that we can swap out for something else we need to level up. I'm gonna have to go look at what we need to level up. This video is already running quite long, so I'm not gonna do that right now. But I'll have to figure out something else to put on the Prime XP team. Yes, I know I haven't changed my current team. I'm not trying to change my team. Dessert team. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. Sweet. All right. So, if the coffee, after this investment, gets to a good point where we can take Vikavolt off the team, that means we can put Gardevoir back on the team, try to get some more energy, because probably by the time we get there, we're going to need that energy. And it should also hopefully let us put more berry finders on the team more frequently overnight, which is really good. I told you, as soon as we make the investment, no coffee. No coffee. Buddy, come on. Don't do that to me. Don't do this to me, man. I need the coffee. Help me out here. We did get more cocoa, though. And a Durin berry, which is fantastic, I guess. And more milk, that time without the sometimes. Didn't collect, apparently. Cool. That's still a bug that's in the game 2 years later. But, I mean, we're in a good spot. We're in a good place for right now. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and collect our missions. We did give out 15 biscuits, which is another 50 Pokemon materials. We only have 1 more left for using 2 more incense. Give out 15 biscuits for 3 more small handy candies, which is nice. 281 candies used for 15 diamonds, also very nice. We will get to Master 3 by the end of the week. Master 6 is what we're trying for. If we get there, we will try for Master 7. The rest, well, befriend 10 Pokemon may or may not happen. Probably will, but we'll have to wait and see. These berries here will push us over into Master 2, which is what I was trying to do before we part ways today, but we do have one more thing to look at as well. There we go, Master 2. 1 rank away from that Happiny incense that will hopefully be our egg gatherer that we need. Also, you see that I have the check mark. I don't know why this screen still pops up every now and then. Is what it is. Not that big a deal. Just a weird thing. But let's go check the shop. We have 478. And as much as I didn't want to do this, I think we need to use the Entei incense again. Yes, I think we need to. I don't want to. It's more Dream Shards, though. Maybe we'll see the 2-star this time. But, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be upset if this entire event is me hunting Entei. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, that's, yep, should not have said that. Anyway, we're gonna put the Entei incense on the stump. And yeah, we're gonna try again tomorrow to see what happens. Might also use a friend incense. We got 6 of them. I don't know. I don't know if I want this Entei to be hungry or not, but yeah, we'll use a friend incense as well. We got 6 of them. This is a good time to use friend incense. We got plenty of points to buy biscuits and everything of all kinds. Oh, we got a medal too. Anyway, we got plenty of points to buy biscuits and everything that we need. Plenty of materials to buy the premier biscuits. So maybe we'll see that Raikou as well as an Entei. I don't know if it's possible to see 2 legendaries at the same time, but maybe we'll see both. That'd be cool. Oh, for making it to Master 2. Not even, I thought it was for getting a certain number of level 60 Pokemon. No, just for getting to Master 2, a medium handy candy. All right, I feel better about it already. Now I got more medium handy candies to go to my Suicune. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. You know what? That, I think, is a really positive note to wrap things up on. We don't have to worry about buying the rest of this stuff until next week is almost over, so I'm just going to leave it as is, keep collecting my Pokemon materials, save them for the Premier Biscuits if I need to buy them during sleep reports, and yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully we get a better Entei, but that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, White, Husky Star, JP, Barty, Rogue Bastion, Josh Garrett, SDK Posse, and Blushing Sarah. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And a big shout out to Total Anime Fan for that Ko-Fi donation, the very generous Ko-Fi donation. I really appreciate it. But if you would like to give a one-off Ko-Fi donation, you can find the links to that in the description, as well as to the Discord where you can come hang out with us, talk about Pokemon Sleep and other fun stuff, and the links to my live stream channels. Come hang out while we play some other video games and just generally have a good time hanging out. But other than that, stumbling over my words, even over the outro. Other than that, y'all have a good night. And until next time, later, dudes.